Hi, I'm Joe from DiFonzo Design. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be building a display unit using a lot of different material, a lot of different techniques, but we don't have a lot of time, so let's get started. When our display unit is finished, it's going to be 8 feet tall by 4 feet wide. Our responsibility for this project is to supply the wooden frame to hold the shelving to display the product for the client. The first piece we're going to cut is the aluminum box tube. This piece measures 1 inch by 3 inch and is an 1/8 inch wall. We're going to use the CNC to place holes perfectly in each piece to accept rivet nuts. The rivet nuts accept the hardware to bolt our piece together. Each hole is going to get cut out with a single flute aluminum bit. We're going to set up a temporary jig on the CNC. Let's take a look at what that looks like. This is our aluminum jig. We temporarily set up a block system to hold our material in place while the machine cuts. We have a person maintaining the machine as they go. It's absolutely imperative to keep the bit lubricated while cutting. In this shop, we use WD-40 to keep the coolant on. In other shops, they use a mister. ShopSabre makes an excellent attachment. You can check it out on their website. Over here, we have 2 pieces already cut out. We have a right and a left. They're a mirror image of one another. We used a pocket toolpath to cut the holes, and we also used a profile toolpath to make an etching line here. This is important because after the process is done, we could take this to the saw and we get a perfect cut every time. When cutting aluminum, take caution. Let's get our safety gear on and let's get this one started. You just saw us finish cutting some aluminum legs on the CNC. Those legs are going to receive a 5/16 riv nut at every hole we put in. 1/4 inch plywood piece is going to wrap this leg to hide the riv nut. After that, we do a lamination of walnut veneer and a clear coat of satin finish. This is a mock-up unit we brought to the client. It allowed us to talk about the finish and the size of the unit. We have no edge banding or veneer on the inside, so the design isn't fully realized here, but we have a lot more to do and we're going to show you that soon. Let's get to it. Our next cut is the 1/4 inch plywood. This is going to sit on top of the aluminum leg and capture the riv nuts we put in. As you can see, we have holes drilled for the 3/8 hardware that's going in, and we also have holes drilled for the electrics cable that needs to pass through. On the opposite side, we have a pocket tool path, and this is going to allow the riv nut to sit flush inside of this piece. Once this is together, we're going to wrap it with plywood, and then it's ready for lamination. In order to cut this out, we're going to use a 1/4 inch compression bit. Let's take a look at what that looks like. A lot of the parts for this project have already been cut. We use MDF to do the construction of the boxes. Specifically, we use veneer MDF to do the construction of the top box. It's beneficial because we have a veneer pre-assembly. On this piece, you see we have holes that line up to the legs we showed you earlier. We have an etched line so we know where to put the veneer when it's time for lamination. The curved edge is cut here on the machine using a 1/2-inch ball nose bit. Those boxes have already been made. Let's take a look at those in the back. This is one of the bases to our display unit. It's made with 3/4-inch MDF. It's glued and finish nailed together. We cut an access panel using a profile toolpath. We cut out a pocket toolpath to use magnet hardware. Inside, we have the holes for the legs we showed you earlier, and we also use that ball nose bit to do the rounded corners. The next step for this is the walnut veneer. In order to cut out the veneer, we're gonna use a drag knife. It's our first time using the drag knife, and we found some pros and cons to using it. We found if you use masking tape to hold down the edges, you get a really good seal to the vacuum table. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Here we are, we're laid out with our walnut veneer on the table. We're gonna use our new drag knife attachment. It fits perfectly into our 1/2-inch collet, and this goes into our tool holder. Before starting this, we have to make sure our breaker is turned off. Here, we installed a lockout system so the spindle will never be able to turn on while that lock is in place. We also allow the operator to have the remote next to them. That way, they can pause the gantry at any time during operation. This is a new product for us, so we're gonna see how it goes. Let's get to cutting. Here we have one of our finished pieces. You have the pre-finished veneer on the table. This is the veneer with the satin finish on top. As you can see, we had a lot of work on this. There's a lot of stuff we weren't able to show because we had to film it in such a short amount of time. But if you're interested in more, please follow us on Instagram, YouTube, at DiFonzo Design. We have some more finished pieces. We have to get them assembled, and we got to get them on a truck. Let's go. Okay, you just saw some pieces getting wrapped up. Let's break those down. We have the aluminum leg wrapped with 1/4-inch plywood and the hardware coming through. We have the base of the unit, and we have our header. All these pieces were wrapped with walnut veneer, and they all have a spray satin finish. They're ready for electric, and we got to get them assembled to get them out the door. ShopSabre, we loved having you. If there's any projects or ideas you'd like to see, please reach out. We hope you learned something today. Thanks for watching.